Hey guys, so in this video I'm going to be teaching you a little bit about how to cite an ASA. And the first thing to keep in mind when it comes to citing is that you don't have to cite every single little thing in your paper, but you're going to want to cite most things that might not be common knowledge. So for example, if you're making a pretty broad statement like most American high school students want to go to college and want to graduate and go to college, you can totally say that and you don't have to make a citation. But let's say you're saying something a little bit more specific, like in the past 2 years, the number of high school students that have graduated and gone to college have doubled or have been cut in half or whatever it is. You're definitely going to want to cite something like that. Or if you have a more concrete statistic, like 50% of high school students have graduated and gone to college, whatever, you're definitely going to want to cite that. Or if you're talking about someone else's idea, like, the idea of a hidden curriculum in high school, and that sort of idea, you're definitely going to want to cite that too. So just remember to cite whenever it's something that's, not your idea, whenever it's something that's a little bit more of a concrete fact and something that definitely, needs some sort of credit, just so you're, making sure you don't accidentally plagiarize and making sure that your research paper is as strong as it can be, because, there are going to be really great articles out there that are going to support your points on that. So you're definitely going to want to give credit where credit is due and make sure to cite wherever you can. So let's say you're going along and you have your sentence and you're going along and you think, okay, this is a really great idea, but I'm definitely going to have to cite this. But you don't necessarily have the journal article that you want to cite it with yet. What you can do is just go ahead, this is just a little tip for you guys, is just go ahead and write cite in like all caps and then put some just pound signs so it's in the right format and you'll know to put the year after, and then close it off and put the period. And then just go ahead and highlight it. And then when you're going along and you're going back and reading back over your paper, you'll remember, oh, I need to go back and, find an article and I need to cite that. So that's just all you're going to do. It's just a little tip to help you guys remember to cite. So let's say that you're actually have your article and you're ready to cite it. So all you're going to do is, let's say this is your thought, you've paraphrased it, but you definitely need to cite it. What you're going to do is just make sure you don't have the highlight on. And then go ahead and just put the author's last name. It'll just be like whatever it is, Johnson. And then you're just going to put the year. Let's say it's 2009. And then just close it off with the parentheses and put the period after the parentheses. And that's all you're going to do for that. And then let's say you're going along and maybe you have your sentence again. And this time, it just makes it a little bit more sense for your sentence to just say, Johnson stated whatever. And that's the sentence. It just makes sense for you to start with that, and that's just what you're going with. What you can do in this sense is just put the year after the author's last name when you mention it, and just 2009 in parentheses like that, and then that can be your citation for that. So let's just say now you're ready to go ahead and make a direct quote. One thing to keep in mind with direct quotes is to really just use them pretty sparingly and only use a few direct quotes in your research paper. You're really going to want to have most of your citations be paraphrased. It's just going to be sort of frowned upon by your professor if you have more than a few direct quotes. So just make sure to have most of your citations be your own words and be sort of paraphrased. But right now I am just going to show you how to do a direct quote if that's what you want. So what you're going to do is just start out with some sort of introductory phrase. So right here I just have a study from San Diego State University found that, and then your quotation marks, and then you're just going to put your sentence and then close it off, of course, with your quotation marks, and then just go ahead and do the parentheses again and the author's last name, Johnson, 2009, year again, and then a colon, and then you're just going to put a page number. This is the page number from where the quote came from, and then close it off and then put the period after the parentheses. And then let's just say you have a quote that happens to be over 50 words, then you're going to use a block quote for that. So what you're going to do for the block quote format is you're going to go ahead and start it with an introductory phrase again. So here we have, as stated by Johnson, and then you're going to put the year again, 2009, in parentheses like we've done before. And then you're going to go ahead and put a colon right after the year. And then you're going to get your sentence, as you can see, pretty long, over 50 words. And then what you're going to do is go ahead and enter it down one, so it's on the next line. And then you're going to make it single-spaced. After you make it single-spaced, what you're going to want to do is tab it over twice, and then go ahead and tab the second line to make it all clean and nice and make it just look nice like that. And then what you're going to do at the very end is go ahead and put the page number. So you're going to put capital P and then period, page 201, and then that's it. So that's all I have for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.